lights are on, but the room feels cold. Your jacket's gone, your scent's grown old. I keep pretending you walk through that door, but the echo's all that answers me anymore. You said love would never fade, but even stars forget the promises they made. And I'm still lost where you used to stay. You don't call me home anymore. You don't say my name like before. All the warmth that used to fill this place has turned to shadows I can't erase. You don't call me home anymore, and I'm still standing by that open door. I hear your voice in the late night rain, whispering comfort through the pain. But it's just my mind replaying scenes of what we were, not what it means. Your silence screams louder now than any fight we had somehow. And I still hope you turn around. You don't call me home anymore. You don't say my name like before. All the warmth that used to fill this place has turned to shadows I can't erase. You don't call me home anymore, and I'm still standing by that open door. Maybe love has its own goodbye, the kind you never see. Just feel inside. I built my world on your return. Now I watch it quietly You don't call me home anymore, but I still keep your key by the drawer. Every corner whispers what we lost. Every heartbeat counts the cost. You don't call me home anymore, but I'll still love you forevermore. If someday you find your way to where my heart still stays, you'll know I never moved away. You painted love in shades of blue. Every promise felt so true. Now the canvas fades to gray as your footsteps walk away. I trace the lines where we once met. Your shadow lingers a silhouette of every word we can't forget. What's the color of goodbye? Is it the tear that never dries? Is it silver rain beneath the sky? Or the red that fades from your eyes? If love was every hue we tried, then goodbye's the one we can't describe. The morning light feels bittersweet. Your ghost still hums our melody. Every memory paints me still in tones my heart can't help but feel. I reach for warmth that isn't there. The air still smells of your despair, and I keep breathing what we shared. What's the color of goodbye? Is it the tear that never dries? Is it silver rain beneath the sky? Or the red that fades from your eyes? If love was every hue we tried, then goodbye's the one we can't describe. Maybe it's black where hope once shone, white where pain is overgrown. Maybe it's just the shade unknown, the one you left when you were gone. What's the color of goodbye? It's the sunset in your eyes. It's the blue that hides inside when forever softly dies. If love was painted in our sighs, then goodbye's the shade that never lies. And I still see it in the sky. The color of goodbye. I packed away the photographs, but your smile still finds my eyes. I changed the sheets, moved all the frames, but your ghost keeps passing by. I tell my friends I'm doing fine. They believe what I pretend, but the truth is every heartbeat still whispers your name again. I try to stand on my own 2 feet, but one still walks where you used to be. 'Cause half of me's still yours, even after all the closing doors. I'm learning how to breathe alone, but my soul still calls you home. but the quiet hits me hardest in the spaces you once saved. I try to paint a brand new life, but the colors turn to blue. Every shade I try to choose still somehow leads back to you. I've tried replacing all the pain, but the missing piece remains your name. 'Cause half of me still yours, even after all the closing doors. I'm learning how to breathe alone, but my soul still calls you home. I keep saying I've moved on, but the echo proves me wrong. No matter what I'm fighting for, half of me still yours. Maybe someday I'll forget where your shadow used to fall, but tonight I trace the memories like they're written on my wall. 'Cause half of me still yours, even when my heart is tired and torn. I try to lose the way it feels, but some wounds never learn to heal. If tomorrow finds me strong, I'll remember all along. No matter what I'm reaching for, half of me still yours. And until I finally close that door, half of me still yours. I kept the light on by the doorway, pretending you might walk back in. Your sweater still lies on the armchair, like it's waiting for your skin. I memorize the quiet evenings where your laughter used to be. Now the silence feels like oceans crashing right in front of me. Every dream I had of us fades the moment I wake up. Good night, my almost, the love I held but never owned. You were a promise near my hand, but slipped away like blowing sand. I wish the stars could rewrite time, but some goodbyes don't leave a sign. So here's my whisper to the dark. Good night, my almost, my almost heart. I still replay the near beginnings, all the things we almost said. We danced so close to something real, but stopped right at the edge. I traced the outlines of your shadow on the life we never made. It hurts to know the sweetest parts were the ones that never stayed. I reach for you in empty space, still searching for your fading trace. Good night, my almost, the love the door on what was nearly evermore. Good night, my almost. I'm learning how to let you go, even though a part of me still waits where your light used to glow. If someday we meet again, I'll smile at what we couldn't begin. But tonight I'll set you free at last. Good night, my almost. Good night to what we never had. And in the quiet of the night, I finally tell you goodbye. Heard the quiet in your voice first, like a held back winter rain. You spoke to me in softer echoes, as if love was slipping from its frame. Stop reaching for my fingers, stop turning when I called, and every little pause between us felt louder than the fall. I tried to fill the fading space, but your silence took its place. When you stopped saying my name, the world around me didn't sound the same. Every syllable you never spoke turned into promises you broke. I felt the ending in your breath long before you ever left, and that's when everything changed. When you stopped saying my name, I still replay the early mornings, coffee steam and tangled sheets. Your laughter used to warm the room. Now it's just a ghost that repeats. I learned to read the empty moments, the ones you thought I'd never trace. But love leaves clues in quiet places, and truth shows up in your face. You drifted further every night till I lost you to the fading light. When you stopped saying my name, the world around me didn't sound the same. Every syllable you never spoke turned into promises you broke. I felt the ending in your breath long before you ever left, and that's when everything changed. stop saying my name. I finally learned we weren't the same. Every silence you left behind cut deeper than our last goodbye. I kept the pieces you let fall, but you don't need them now at all. So I whisper what you never claimed. Goodbye to you, and to the girl you once named. And your silence lingers, but I'm learning not to answer anymore. We were flames beneath the twilight, burning brighter than we knew. Every promise fell like sunlight, falling soft between us two. But the nights grew cold and quiet, where our memories used to shine. Now I'm standing in the silence, tracing ruins of your line. I held on like it could save us, even when the sky turned gray. But the truth fell like an ember, and it carried you away. Now I'm holding the ashes of our forever. They slip through my fingers like fading weather. I reach for your warmth, but it's gone, it's gone. And the fire we swore would always burn on. Now I'm left with the ashes of our forever, trying to breathe in a world without your tether. I replay the final moment where your voice began to fade. Every heartbeat felt uncertain, like a vow we couldn't save. I still whisper to the shadows as if they could bring you near. But the wind keeps stealing answers, only leaving me the fear. I keep searching for the reason why forever turned to dust. But the past won't hold together when there's nothing left to trust. Now I'm holding the ashes of our forever. breathe once more and close the door on the ashes of our forever. The night is colder than December as I trace your name on the window's frost. Every echo of our moments feels like something I've already lost. Your sweater's hanging on the chair like it's waiting for you to return. But the silence in this room reminds me some lessons love must let you learn. And I keep trying to forget you, but forgetting never stays, 'cause the air still holds your shadow in the softest, cruelest ways. I'm still breathing your goodbye like it's the only air I know. Every heartbeat sounds like breaking, every memory won't let go. I'm surviving in the spaces where your voice used to collide. Even now I'm still breathing, still breathing your goodbye. I walk the places we once wandered, but they don't feel the same tonight. Even street lights look exhausted, like they're dimmed without your light. I keep replaying all our endings, searching for a different turn, but the truth is in the ashes of the love I couldn't burn. And I keep trying to move forward, but your ghost keeps again with the pieces you untied. Every tear becomes a whisper saying I will rise in time, but tonight I'm still breathing your goodbye. When the dawn begins to open and the world regains its light, I'll exhale the hurt you gave me and reclaim my fragile sky. I kept your sweater on the chair, like you'd walk in and still be there. Your shadow lingers on my skin, a quiet ache I'm living in. I replay words you never meant, trying to heal with what was left. After the last I love you, the world stopped holding its truth. Every heartbeat fell out of tune, since I'm learning life without you. After the last I love you, I'm standing in the pieces you withdrew. Your laughter haunts the empty rooms, soft echoes wrapped in the fading bloom. I trace the spaces where you stood. If letting go was easy, I still could. But memories spill like summer rain, touching the parts I can't explain. To fade slow, leaving fingerprints on my soul. I'm still walking where we used to be, trying to find the rest of me. After the last I love But tonight I'm whispering goodbye to you. I feel the quiet trembling in my hands, like every beat still understands. You were the rhythm I leaned on, a soft heartbeat that's now long gone. I try to steady what you left undone, but every breath reminds me you were the one. 'Cause I still feel your name on my pulse, running wild beneath my bones. Every echo of the love we lost still moves through me like a ghost. I wish I could let it go, but I feel your name on my pulse. I trace the memories like faded lines, a quiet warmth I failed to hide. You were the fire beneath my skin, a fragile truth I kept within. And I keep trying to outrun the past, but your heartbeat lingers, beating fast. 'Cause I still feel your name on my pulse, running wild beneath my bones. Every echo of the love we lost still moves through me like a ghost. I wish I could let it go, but I feel your name on my pulse. Maybe love was meant to stay in the spaces words can't say. Even if you're gone from me, your rhythm still lives quietly. 'Cause I still feel your name on my pulse, and it hurts, but it's all I know. Every moment that we couldn't save still rushes through me like a wave. Maybe someday it won't show, but tonight your name still beats on my pulse. One day this heartbeat will be mine again, but tonight it still remembers when. Trace the places where you used to stand. Your shadows linger on my trembling hands. We used to speak in quiet, honest tones. Now every word feels like it's made of stone. The space you left keeps growing every night, a quiet ache that never fits quite right. I reach for you across the fading light, but love can't bridge what's lost from sight. And I'm trying not to fall apart, but silence cuts deeper than the dark. You drift away with every passing day, while I'm still learning how to stay. There's a distance between our hearts that I can't cross, no matter how I try. Every step just pulls us further, every truth becomes another lie. I'm reaching out with broken fingers, but the hurt keeps tearing us apart. No matter how close we stand, I can't find you through the distance between our hearts. I replay moments like a fragile song, wondering which note we played wrong. Your laughter used to echo next to mine. Now it feels distant, lost in time. I hold the memories like they're glass, afraid they'll shatter if I breathe too fast. You're here but somehow not the same, a stranger wearing your old name. And I'm still hoping for a sign that there's a way to realign. But love can bloom when hearts retreat, and ours forgot how to meet. There's a distance between our hearts that I can't cross, no matter how I try. Every step just pulls us further, every truth becomes another lie. I'm reaching out with broken fingers, but the hurt keeps tearing us apart. No matter how close we stand, I can't find you through the distance between our hearts. Maybe we lost us somewhere quiet, in the pauses we could never heal. Maybe love isn't gone, just tired, too faint to trust, too torn to feel. If goodbye's the path we're taking, let it be soft, let it be real. But no, I loved you with everything, more than I could ever reveal. Still there's distance between our hearts, a widening space we can't deny. I whisper love into the silence, but it fades before it reaches your side. I'm holding on, though it's breaking, but truth is pulling us apart. I'll let you go with trembling hands and set us free from the distance between our hearts. One day I'll walk without this weight and breathe a world that doesn't ache. But tonight I'm learning how to heart with the distance between our hearts. I still remember the way you'd call in quiet moments, no reason at all. You held my heart like something true before the silence started growing through. And I replay the spaces where you slipped, every minute losing one more grip. These are the hours you forgot, the ones where I loved you more than I thought. Every sunrise you let fade, every memory let slip away. You walked out without a second glance, left me standing in the aftermath. These are the hours you forgot, but they're all I've got. Your shadow lingers on empty chairs, your laughter echoes like unanswered prayers. I trace the moments we almost kept, but promises crumble where your silence slept. And I'm holding pieces you left behind, trying not to lose what's left of mine. These are the hours you forgot, the ones where I loved you more than I thought. Every sunrise you let fade, every memory you let slip away. You walked out without a second glance, left me standing in the aftermath. These are the hours you forgot, but they're all I've got. Maybe time was never on our side, maybe love was something you couldn't fight, but I still keep the seconds you let fall, even if you don't remember them at all. These are the hours you forgot, but to me they're the pieces of what we were not. Every heartbeat I tried to save now just echoes through an empty space. You walked out without looking back, left me learning how to fill the cracks. These are the hours you forgot, and they're all I've got. I hold the minutes you left unfinished. Left the porch light on for you, like I always used to do. Your footsteps never reached my door, but hope kept whispering maybe more. I sat with shadows on the stairs, counting promises still in the air. Every quiet hour felt like truth, saying I was waiting more than you. And I held on even when the night turned cold, still believing in stories we never told. Now there are tears on the welcome mat, where your smile used to land when you came back. Every drop of memory we couldn't save, every trace of path you never stayed. You left silence where your heartbeat set. Now the only thing returning is the past, and I'm standing here with tears on the welcome mat, trying to accept that you're not coming back. Your coffee cup is by the sink, still holding echoes of the way you'd think. I kept your sweater on the chair, like you'd walk in and still be there. Love used to bloom in simple things, now it feels like winter in the spring. I sweep the floor but somehow fall into pieces that still miss your call. And I'm learning how to breathe without your name, even though the air will never be the same. Now there are tears on the welcome mat, where your smile used to land when you came back. Every drop of memory we couldn't save, every trace of path you never stayed. You left silence where your heartbeat said. Now the only thing returning is the past, and I'm standing here with tears on the welcome mat, trying to accept that you're not coming back. Maybe love was meant to fade slow, maybe letting go is something we grow. But I still wait for footsteps that won't come, and blame the dawn for rising like it was. Now there are tears on the welcome mat, and I'm learning to live with the ache of that. Every heartbeat still wants to believe, but your goodbye never learned to leave. You left shadows where you left to say. Now I'm holding what's left of what we had, still standing here with tears on the welcome mat, finally whispering that you're not coming back. The porch light dims, but my heart still lets you in. I walk the shoreline where our shadows used to lie. The waves still whisper secrets you left behind. Your laughter lingers in the dimming sky, a fading echo I keep replaying in my mind. I trace the footprints we almost made, but time washed them out like we were only a phase. Your voice returns in fragments on the breeze, soft as a memory, I'm scared to breathe. I hold the twilight like it once held you, a fragile place where dreams almost came true. And though the night keeps pulling me apart, I still feel you written in the constellations of my heart. And I keep hoping the universe might rewrite the ending you left in the quiet of that night, where the falling stars remember us, where the heavens keep the love we lost. Every spark a moment we couldn't save, every shimmer a promise we couldn't brave. You slipped away before the dawn broke through, but the sky holds what I couldn't hold of you. There in the dark, the falling stars remember us, even when you don't remember what we were. Maybe some loves burn too bright to stay. Maybe we were a wish the night couldn't keep safe. But when I look up, I still feel your touch in every star that falls too soon, too much. Where the falling stars remember us, and the night repeats the things we never discussed. Every heartbeat feels like a spark we knew, every tear shines with the ache of you. You walked away before our fate could trust, but somewhere above we're still luminous. There in the dark, the falling stars remember us, even if we're nothing more than dust. I lift my eyes and let the sky be where our memories survive. You held me softly when the lights were low, only when the world had no need to know. Your whispers lived where shadows stayed, a hidden truth you never let me name. I learned to breathe in all your half-kept dreams, and hoped one day you'd choose to be seen. But love can't bloom where no one sees it grow, and I was waiting for a heart you couldn't show. You left me only in the quiet, where no one else could hear your truth. You kept me somewhere safe and silent, but silence never felt like proof. I needed more than stolen moments, more than nights you wouldn't own. You loved me only in the quiet and left me loud and beat alone. I traced the outlines of your secret fears, the parts you hid behind a unspoken tears. You let me in, but only halfway through, enough to feel you, never enough to choose. And I kept hoping we would find our light, but you stayed folded in the safety of the night. And every promise faded before it reached your lips. A love you held too loosely in your fingertips. You loved me only in the quiet, where no one else could hear your truth. You kept me somewhere safe and silent, but silence never felt like proof. I needed more than stolen moments, more than nights you wouldn't own. You loved me only in the quiet and left me loud and being alone. Maybe you were scared of who we could become. Maybe I was scared of living half loved. But hearts weren't made for hidden rooms, and I broke trying to fit inside yours too. You loved me only in the quiet, but I'm learning how to hear my voice, finding strength in the ones who see me, not the ones afraid to make a choice. I'm leaving all the whispered shadows and the love you never let unfold. You loved me only in the quiet, but I need more than being half told. So I step into the light, where love won't need the night. I still remember how the sunlight touched your face, a quiet glow that made the world feel safe. But even daylight couldn't keep you near. You slipped away before I felt the fear. Now every corner of this empty room still carries traces of a love that left too soon. And I keep chasing ghosts you left behind, trying to outrun the shadows in my mind. I'm lost in the echo of your last smile, the one that faded as you walked another mile. You left a silence I can't learn Laughter lingers in the spaces of my chest, like something beautiful that never learned to rest. I trace the moments where we came undone, the weight of everything we almost could have become. I reach for pieces you no longer claim, but all I find is the ghost of your name. And I keep standing where the truth feels thin, hoping you'd look back one more time again. I'm lost in the echo of your last smile, the one that faded as you walked another mile. You left a silence I can't learn to tame, a missing heartbeat whispering your name. Every memory lingers for a little while, but I'm still lost in the echo of your last smile. Maybe love was meant to bruise, a gentle ache we're destined to lose, but I still fall into the places where we tried, searching for the warmth you left behind. I'm lost in the echo of your last smile, but I'm learning how to breathe without denial. The quiet wounds you scattered in my hands are healing in ways I didn't understand. Every sorrow softens after a while, though I was lost in the echo of your last smile. I close my eyes, but this time I don't stay lost. You said goodbye like it meant nothing, but the silence cut so deep. I tried to smile through the breaking, pretending I could sleep. The clock kept whispering midnight as I replayed your last words slow. You left without a reason, and I'm still learning to let go. If love could echo past the pain, would you call my name again? If tomorrow never hurt us, would our voices fade in vain? Would the stars forget the story that our hearts once tried to say? If forever lost its promise, there by the window where the sunlight used to fall. The scent of rain reminds me you once meant everything at all. I walk the streets of what we were in the echoes of our past, and every step I take alone still leads me where you last. If I could turn the hurt to sound, would you somehow turn around? If tomorrow never hurt us, would our voices fade in vain? Would the stars forget the story that our hearts once tried to say? If forever lost its promise, would your memory still stay true? If tomorrow never hurt us, I'd still be calling out for you. Some nights I whisper to the sky just to feel like you reply, but the wind only carries tears of words you'll never hear. If tomorrow never hurt us, would love still find a way through time? Would the silence keep our secrets or erase what once was mine? If tomorrow turned to shadows and the dawn forgot your name too, I'd still be waiting in the dark, still calling out for you. So if tomorrow never hurt us, I'd still believe it new. I see your face in the city lights, a shadow flickers in the night. Every corner whispers your name, but nothing feels the same. You're everywhere I used to be, and every breath that won't set me free. I'm chasing your ghost through the rain and the dark, through every echo that haunts my heart. You're gone, but you still remain a sweet ache I can't explain. I'm chasing your ghost, I can't let go. You fade, but you never go. Your laughter hides in the radio. I turn it down, but it still flows. The bed's too big, the night's too long. I keep replaying where we went wrong. Every dream's a rerun of you, and I don't know what else to do. I'm chasing your ghost through the rain and the dark, through every echo that haunts my heart. You're gone, never go. Maybe love is just a haunting song that lingers even when it's gone. I try to move, but every road leads back to what I can't let go. I'm chasing your ghost in the soft moonlight, through every silence of the night. You're gone, but your touch still burns a lesson my heart never learns. I'm chasing your ghost forever slow. You fade, but you never go. And when I finally stop to rest, your ghost still sleeps within my chest. You turned away before the dawn. The room still breathed when you were gone. Your coat still hangs, the clock still hums, but nothing sounds like when love becomes numb. I tried to speak, but my voice was air. You left your silence everywhere. It was a silent goodbye, no tears, no fight, just the fading glow of our last night. You walked away, the world stood still, and I'm here learning how to feel. No promises to break or try, just your silent goodbye. The coffee's cold, your chair still turned, the candle flickers, memories burn. I read our text till morning came. Every word now feels the same. You didn't need to say a word. Your quiet heart was all I heard. It was a silent goodbye, no tears, no fight, just the fading glow of our last night. You walked away, the world stood still, and I'm here learning how to feel. silent goodbye, soft as the rain, a gentle loss, a quiet pain. You slipped away with no farewell and left a silence I know too well. I whisper stay, but you pass me by with your silent goodbye. And in that hush I realize some endings never need goodbyes. I've been walking through the quiet where your footprints used to be. The walls still hold your laughter, but they never speak to me. I sit with all the memories like I'm hosting ghosts at dawn, trying to find the pieces of a love that's long been gone. I keep reaching for the moments that slip right through your hands. You taught me how a heart can break without a single play. Your absence doesn't miss me back. It never calls my name at night. It doesn't ache the way I do or struggle with the fading light. Your silence isn't searching for what we used to be. Your absence keeps on living like it never once held me. I still trace the lines of yesterday on a heart that won't forget. The stories in your shadow are the ones I regret. Love shouldn't feel like waiting for something that won't return, but I keep lighting candles for a flame that never burns. You let our song fall quiet like it never had a tune, but I still hear the echo every night beneath the moon. Your absence doesn't miss me back. It never calls my name at night. It doesn't ache the way I do or struggle I'll gather all the broken pieces and rise above the fall. Your silence isn't searching for the girl you used to know. So I'll breathe without your shadow and finally let you go. Some goodbyes don't echo, some memories don't stay, but I'll learn to grow in spaces where your absence fades away. I still set the table for two, even though it's only me and the quiet now. Your chair waits like it remembers you somehow. I walk around the things you didn't take, everything untouched for memory's sake. I breathe softly like I might hear you call, but the room just echoes nothing at all. I keep pretending someday you'll return, even when I know the truth still burns. I still keep the space you left, like a promise I never learned to forget. Your shadow lingers in every step, a ghost of love that hasn't left. Even when my heart knows best, I still keep the space you left. Your hoodie hangs where you last placed it, like time froze the moment you erased it. Your name still whispers in the air at night. I trace the memories like fragile lines, hoping they won't fade with time. But every sunrise proves me wrong again, and every sunset feels like losing you then. I try to fill the silence with something new, but nothing fits the shape of you. I still keep the space you left, like a promise I never learned to forget. Your shadow lingers in every step, a ghost of love still keep the space you left. The room stays still, your absence stays loud, but I'll find my way out somehow.